Polish, so you shine. My name is Kobby Kyei. I'm a blogger from West Africa, Ghana. And of course, when you follow my social media platform keenly, you notice that I raise a lot of concerns with regards to the youth and developments. I tweeted a couple of days ago about the fact that the National Service Scheme, its values, its missions, its objectives, and so far, from inception, they've done a lot of things. Myself, I can use myself as an example. When I completed University of Education, I was posted to Fantiaka District Assembly. I was at the Information Department. And throughout that 1 year mandatory, work, I was able to learn a lot of stuff out there. And I'm sure they've also helped a lot of youths out there. There might be some little issues up and down, but eventually, if you're looking at the bigger picture, they've actually helped a lot of youths in Ghana. Transitioning from schooling to the labor markets, you notice that after school, you have some skills. Those who are posted to the field of technology, agriculture, and all these institutions. So I'm here to interview Mrs. Gifty Oware, Deputy Executive in charge of finance and administration. There are a lot of questions that have also been raised on social media regards to payments, plan, and national service, and all those things. Today, I'm super humbled to be at the National Service headquarters in Accra to have a conversation with Madam. Thank you so much, and if you're watching me, make sure you follow this conversation on YouTube.
These are only generated from the masterclass list we take from various tertiary institutions, i.e. the accredited institutions. Now we develop it into a form that can generate an alphanumeric number, which is scattered for the national service personnel. After this alphanumeric is created, you go online and get yourself registered properly, which tends to generate your NSS number. This NSS number is also alphanumeric, but it begins with NSS, the school you attend, that's the abbreviation of the school. So for instance, if I went to Ghana, University of Ghana, it's going to be NSS UG. My numbers and the year that I am doing my service become the last two digits out there. We look at about 5 things when we are posting people. First is when you are registering, you're supposed to state if you're married or not. So first we look at married people, especially for women, and where you are supposed to be serving must be close to your home. After that, we look at people who have any special disease or anything. So if I have asthma, that I cannot be posted to a place that is dusty. If I say I am afraid of heights and I can prove it by any doctor's report, then I am supposed to prove it. And then we post. Then we come to skill sets. So what did you study in school and who is asking for you? We consider the health and education sector as the 2 basic sectors we post people to. So we make sure that we are filling these gaps, and when we are done, we post the rest to other places. So for instance, if an agency is looking for you, which is a private agency, and your school wants you to become a TA, we would rather send you to your school than send you to the agency that is seeking after you. Now, when we are done with this, then we look at who is being sought for at where and when. If, for instance, a company is seeking for economic students, and then we posted all the economic, we look at it next in line. So if you didn't do economics and you did math, if you did statistics, it's close to economics, so we post you there. If you didn't do lab, let's say we're looking for laboratory specialists, and we did something that is about chemistry or biochemistry, animal chemistry, human chemistry, we're going to post you to go fill the gap that is there. The national service personnel is not supposed to be the main person working, but rather a supporting staff at the places we post you to. Like I said, education support, health support take a lot of the group. So yes, you might have done communication, but we'll post you to go and teach. The reason is because you can teach very good English, you can teach literature whilst you did that. If you did geography, why won't you go teach if you have to? And most people would want to go to all these Accra places, but whether you like it or not, Accra can only take about 30,000 NSPs. And then we are posting about 150,000 NSPs a year. And these people will have to be spread across the other places. So we consider all of these things before we post people. When we are done with all of this, we have special modules that we have, like the agri support, like the food, planting for food and jobs. We have what we call the agri impact support. We have the poultry farming, we have the NSS support, and then the business development. These are special projects we have running that we post people to. The latest of these support is being some collaboration we are doing with the Ghana Tourism, where we post NSPs to go to the Ghana Tourism to help them to be able to structure how tourism is done in Ghana and be able to name and select all the tourist centers we have as we are speaking. And we have a collaboration also with the ministry, the Regional Coordinating Council, the Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council, where we are helping to make sure that the place gets cleaner. So our national service personnel are supposed to be the frontiers of this project. For us at National Service, our month in review commences on the 15th. So as we are speaking, my May starts right from the middle of April by 16th and ends by 15th of May. So what we do is before the end of the 15th, you are supposed to have submitted what we call the monthly duty form. If you are a subvented, i.e. a government staff, if you were posted to the government institution, you're supposed to have submitted it. Now, most of the national service personnel delay so much in submitting it. But unless you submit this monthly duty form, you cannot be paid. And it affects the other people that might have submitted it because we cannot also start paying in piecemeals to make people feel, oh, they don't have money. They paid some 1,000 group and have to pay us because we have about 70,000 people we are paying. And at least if we have 85% done, then we go ahead and pay. So the delayance come out of this. I think October, November, we had to pay 2 months together because national service personnel, as at the middle of November, we realized that only about 25% of them had even done their submission. So these are some of the things that affect our processes of payment. And to make it clearer, we do all of these things to be able to save Ghana a lot of whooping sum of money. Because if we decide to pay wholesale, then we are going to pay many people who have done service before, who had found themselves in our system, or someone who is not done service before, but it's not even going to work for us to pay them. So these are the reasons why we really delay the payment.
Okay, so how do they get the monthly form?
The monthly form is digital. So when I go on www.nss.gov.gh, I just go back to setting myself in as a national service personnel with my NSS number and the other details which are very confidential to them. And then I am able to print my monthly duty form and I go out there to get my supervisor signed. They know all these requirements. See, there are 2 ways we tell them all these requirements. One is every year we have what we call the campus orientations, where we ourselves go to every campus, 260 something campuses, we get NSP's form and train them. After we are done with this one, when they come to start their service, we have what they call the in-service orientation, which is done district-based and regional-based. And this is where they are also trained again on the processes we use. That is one of the reasons why allowance is delayed, because we have what we call the monitoring evaluation team, and then our district officers teams are supposed to be on these people and make sure we are doing the right thing. So we have digitized some of them. If I should lay off all the systems we have in place, then the national service personnel is going to know. But then one of the I could boldly say out is the fact that anytime any supervisor is supposed to sign, we have an interface with them and they sign and we have all their signatures. So these signatures, often if it is not my signature, you will see something different and the system will refuse it. So yes, you will not be paid because you didn't work. But if you worked, and for instance, somebody says, oh, I worked, but I decided not to bring it in January, I decided to bring it in February, and you are bringing January into February, we would make sure we delay payments because we have to certify you. If you worked, then why didn't you get it done? Just get into your district office, get on your dashboard, see which process you are. You may either be processing, maybe awaiting payment, whatever is there. Get straight into the district office. At the district office, speak to the district manager. They would make sure they put you in or queue you in if you are supposed to. Some of them have not even put into their system their e-switch numbers, yet they are expecting us to pay. And I don't know through how. You're supposed to make sure you put your e-switch there. If your e-switch ever gets missing, do not go for entirely a new one. Go for replacements because we will keep paying on that same one for security reasons, and not on a new e-switch you would go and get and come and replace. And when you do not get your allowance, do not go online and insult us. You should boldly just walk into any of our offices and seek for it. As we are speaking, March allowances have been paid. April is being processed to be paid, but the same problem. We have less than 70% of these people who have submitted their monthly duty forms.
The sales Gifty, Oware, Deputy Executive in charge of Finance and Administration. Thank you so much and God bless you.
Anytime.
So I want to say a big thank you to Mrs. Oware Mensah for the opportunity given to me to communicate to the people on my platform, especially my social media followers who are always on me to come out to ask questions. I mean, there are 7,000 of people, and like she mentioned, I think that one of the things that we must stop as youth is the insults. If you need any information in regards to the National Service Scheme and its allowances and posts, make sure that you humbly walk into the nearby offices and let's have, some communications. No insult on social media. My name is Kobby Kyei. I'm a blogger and a social media influencer from West Africa, Ghana. There has been an exclusive interview with regards to the National Service Buhaha. God bless you and polish to your shine. Stay blessed.